every year we have like a mantra that we keep within the group of girls during that year, and then the next year we change it. So this year we changed it again. Um, and this year it's called Why Not Us? And it's just touching on the new group of girls, like, just because they're young, there's 4 young girls on the court and then 2 older girls on the court, like, that doesn't mean that we can't go super far, so, like, why not us? Why can't we go back to the national championships this year? Like, age, I really feel like doesn't make that huge of a difference, like, if you could play volleyball on this court, like, you deserve to be here. Like, if you're here, you're here for a reason.
Hello, Gators. My name is Diego Camargo, and this is the Chomp podcast. And today I'm joined by Tamiya Wilson. And today we're going to be talking about her career here at SSA and some of the things she's accomplished and some of the teams that she's been on. So let's get straight into it. Um, Tamiya, obviously, you've had a pretty successful career here at SSA. Can you just talk to me about, why you chose to come here? What were the different things that led you to come in here? Was it the coach? Was it the program? Can you just
Yeah.
talk to me about?
Yeah, when the recruiting process, like, opened up for me, Matt reached out pretty soon, and he made it my choice really easy. I mean, at first, it was a little bit hard because I was new to this, so I didn't know, like, how to pick a college and, like, what was gonna come with it. But I love the area, I love the weather here, that's one of my favorite things, and also, I just really like the style of how Matt coaches, and I don't regret that decision.
Who were you before you kind of really came here? And yeah, I guess don't want to necessarily say you found yourself, but like, who were you before you came here and, kind of how have you changed as you got in here?
Yeah, high school was actually kinda rough for me, honestly. I feel like because I also played club volleyball, so there's club volleyball and high school volleyball, and I felt like with coaches, like, I was kind of not seen by them, and so I had to, like, really prove to myself, like, who I was as a player, and that was, like, help from my parents and family, because I felt like I wasn't good enough to be on the good team or, like, doing the right things. So it was kind of hard. So, like, going into the recruiting process, I only talked to, like, 2 or 3 schools, honestly, because I committed really fast. But I don't know, it was just kind of, like, rocky. And then, like, coming here my freshman year was like Matt was like, "You're probably gonna play, like, it's a big step." Like, going from high school to college is a really big difference, you know? And so, I was kinda nervous, of course, as any freshman would be, but I kinda got into it pretty fast, I feel like, and, I just tried to get better every year.
You've been really successful since you got in here, I guess. Can you just talk to me about like your career here and like what that's meant to you? Can you just kind of give me like an overall your career, kind of just like from your freshman year, kind of to like right now, just like a little small summary, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Like I said before, freshman year, it was kind of nerve-wracking, but as I got into it, of course it helps from your team. Like support, I'm sorry, not having support from them wouldn't have got me as far as I am. And also support from my coaches, support from family, friends, and all of that. Freshman year, it was kind of cool because I got freshman of the year, and it was just like, whoa, like that's a big thing. Like, and then sophomore year, I'm like beating my old record in kills. And then the same thing with junior year, I'm like going up every year. And it's just like people from the outside, it might look like that's easy or like it just comes naturally, but it doesn't. Like it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of focus. Cause on top of this, like I'm also in school. So like I'm also trying to balance so many things at once. And then this year hasn't even really started yet. And I beat the school's record, so, it's just, like, a lot of things are thrown at me, and I'm such, like, a shy, like, to myself kind of person, and so, like, getting all the attention is, like it makes me proud of myself because, like I said, in high school, like, I wasn't recognized for anything that I was doing, but here, I've just gotten recognized so much, and I really love the support.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of want to touch on that kills record because I mean it's a really big milestone. That record was like was like upheld for like near 40 years. I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it was broken in 1988.
So yeah, kind of just like, what does that accomplishment, like, really, like, mean to you, I guess, in a way?
Yeah.
It's like because it's such a crazy record.
Yeah.
It's such a, like, a like you said, 38 years is a long time, or 37 years to be more exact, is a long time for a record to hold, and, within your time here, you're not even done with your senior year, you're gonna be able to,
Yeah.
that record might be untouchable by the time you're done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess, what does that really mean?
It really means a lot because there's so much sweat, so much tears, so much effort, so much time put into a sport, and, like, being able to be recognized for it is just genuinely, like, it makes me so happy. Like, as much as I'm, like, shy towards everybody, like, I really truly do appreciate it, and the love that I get from people and just being able, like, as a person to do that, like, it's insane. Like, it hasn't even really, like, processed to me yet. Like, it's such a big deal, but I'm kind of just like, "Yeah, like, whatever." You know? But, like, then people bring it up to me and, like, talk more about it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, yeah, that's kinda crazy." Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
it means a lot.
no, it's yeah, no, it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, from my perspective, is like, sports here really isn't, I guess, isn't like the focal point of like the school. So like when stuff like that happens, it's
Yep.
like it's really cool to see. You know what I mean? Like I said, or like we said, 37 years is a long time for a record to be upheld, and assuming the rest of the season really does go right for you, who knows if someone else might even break that record in the future, you know what I mean? I kinda wanna touch on last season's team a little bit, because I wanna transition and talk about this year's team.
Mhm.
Can you just talk to me about, like, that experience of, being around that team, being around that core group of players? Because you were here for 3 years, as you're all within the same group, basically. So can you just kinda talk to me about what last year really meant to you and, what you learned from that experience?
Yeah, last year's group of girls was so amazing, and so has every other year. But last year we made it further than I've ever been, like, being here. And I just think having each other's back, like, talking to each other, being supportive throughout every milestone, really meant the most to me, and it helped me to become a better player. And I hope it has other people, but now it's just me and Aiden who are the only ones that are returning this year. So, we have a whole new team basically with a lot of freshmen that are on the court. And I think it's a learning process. Everybody's still kind of getting into it, trying to figure out where we connect, where we build trust. You know, um, yeah, and I think it's gonna end up being really good. Like, in the beginning, it might be rocky, and we have some things to work on and learn from, but then that's only gonna make us better towards the end.
You're one of the impact players, I mean, since you've gotten here, you know what I mean? So kinda like what responsibilities do you feel like you had to take on now? Because 'Cause you're like, I guess, don't necessarily wanna say you're the main person, but you're the main person who's, like, returning, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. It's a lot of responsibility, honestly. But I take pride in that because I've never had that role before. So being able to have it now is like, okay, like my teammates are looking up to me. They want to know what I have to say, what I have to think. And so I'm really just trying my best to keep them, all like calm and cool and not freak out because they're all freshmen, like they're babies. Like they, this is like their first time touching a volleyball court in college. So it's like, it's not easy because I remember being there. So, me and Aiden especially are trying to really push them to be, like, the best that they can and get out of that shell, you know?
This is gonna be your last year here at State, you know what I mean? And obviously, you wanna make the best out of it,
Yeah.
with this core group of girls. I guess, how does that feel knowing that this is your last season? This is the last dance, as they say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are, like, the emotions, like, surrounding that, especially, who knows what you're gonna be doing after.
Yeah.
See.
Right now it hasn't really hit me yet, and I think it is because it's so early. But I I'm really, like, proud to have come as far as I have, and I haven't hit the sad mark yet, really. 'Cause sometimes I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's my last first game, like, in this gym." Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, "Oh, like, that's crazy to think about," but then there's still a long way to go, so I'm not letting the sad part come yet. I'm just trying to enjoy it, like you said, like, it's my last time doing this. I obviously won't get the college experience again after this year, so I'm just really trying to take it all in and go slow, not rush through it.
Sure. I guess what is gonna make this year different that you're excited for that you've never really had in previous years, outside from the fact that it is a new group of players and you are taking on this new responsibility, but is there anything else that, like, you see that is different from, previous teams?
Yeah, building a new connection, I feel like, because every year we have, like, a mantra that we keep within the group of girls during that year, and then the next year we change it. So this year we've changed it again, um, and this year it's called "Why Not Us?" And it's just touching on the new group of girls, like, just because they're young, there's 4 young girls on the court and then 2 older girls on the court, like, that doesn't mean that we can't go super far, so, like, why not us? Why can't we go back to the national championships this year? Like, age, I really feel like doesn't make that huge of a difference, like, if you could play volleyball on this court, like, you deserve to be here. Like, if you're here, you're here for a reason. So I really, wanna touch on that.
No, for sure. And I guess what are ways you guys are, because you said it's like building connection. What are different ways you guys are trying to connect? Is it like stuff you guys are doing off the court, on the court? Is it like just hanging out with more like hanging out with each other? Just like what goes into building that connection, especially if it is a big group of girls?
Yeah, on and off the court. Off the court, we try to do things together just so that, we had that bond with each other. And then even on the court, like just positive talk to each other, encouragement, all that kind of stuff is gonna help for sure.
I kind of want to talk about your coach, Coach Hoffman. A question I have is, I guess, what have you really learned from your time being here from Coach Hoffman? Because he's been here for, I think this is his 11th season, like going in or around there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, can you just talk to me about like what he's done for for you in your life and getting better as a volleyball player and just all that type of.
Yeah. Even off of the court, like he finds a way to make me try to make me smile at least. I'm a hard one to crack, like, so he's always trying to, be supportive and talk to me, make sure that I'm okay. Even when we're talking, like, sometimes he'll be like, "How's your family? Like, how's your brother? How's your mom? How's your dad?" So it's like I appreciate the little things, even though sometimes it may not always seem like it because 'cause I'm giving him, like, attitude, but, um, he he's great. Like, I wouldn't change it for the world. He has his tempers sometimes, but, truly, he cares about us, like, deeper than just being a volleyball player, like, he cares about you as a person, he cares about what you're doing, he makes sure that everybody's good all the time, so, not all coaches do that, so.
We talked about your successes here. I guess like what do you really want people to remember you when you are off the program? I guess in a way, like what do you hope people remember you for? It could be on the court, off the court.
Yeah, I just want people to remember me as somebody who really came from nothing to, like came from being nobody to being, like, somebody that people talk about. Because like I said earlier, like that's not easy. Like it took a lot of time and stress and work to get there. And so I just really want people to remember me as being like someone who came from 0 kills to 1,100,
Exactly.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Tamaya.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you joining us today.
Of course.
Well, that's it for us here at the Chomp Podcast. My name is Diego Camargo, and we're signing out. We're going to get express.